I really didn't feel any anxiety, and that's not to say that I have like an abundance of self-confidence. It's more just everyone was so welcoming and so gracious, and I didn't expect otherwise. But the level of warmth that I received right off the bat, and just sort of the level of recognition, like, look, you're stepping into sort of a a not too typical situation. But there was no, it's not like anybody hazed me. It was great. Everyone was really nice and supportive and eager to help out in any way whatsoever. It really wasn't as scary as I thought it could have been.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I know you'd already been working for a couple months before that first episode aired.
Yeah.
When they started airing, were you kind of keeping an eye on like the Twitter feed or just what was going online? Or
I mean, well, yes and no. Yes and no. Like I try to stay active on Twitter. Beyond Twitter, like I generally more or less stay away from the public forums, stuff like that, just because. Well, one, I just don't have a ton of free time, and reading about oneself all the time gets kind of boring. But yeah, I try to stay active with Twitter. One, I just like Twitter because there's an opportunity there to interact with fans and to really sort of keep my finger on the pulse of like how people are responding to the story, and it also informs at times informs the choices that I want to make, when I really see like, okay, well, that decision with my acting, it might have affected me one way, but clearly it also resonates in this other way. So I think social media, in tempered doses can really be beneficial to the actor as well.
Okay.
Yeah. I would love to. Greg Vaughn is an amazing actor, and I've worked with him, but I would love to do. I love being in scenes with Greg Vaughn, and I could never have enough scenes with him. Who else? Who else would I love to? JJ, played by Casey Moss. I think he's one of my favorite actors. He's so natural up there, and we're friends, outside the show, so we hang out a bit. But it'd be great to like it'd be fun if there was like a cool JJ Will storyline down the line. We'll see what happens. Yeah, never know. Anything can happen. If Guy Wilson was writing the scripts, I think it'd be fun if Will and Sonny kind of like rise up and kind of like take over like the Demira Empire and sort of become like not mafiosos, but just kind of become like real like power players and really start calling the shots in Salem. Have people kind of start to fear us. I mean, we'd still be good guys, but have people respect us more as a power.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can talk to this at all. With the engagement that's happening on the show.
Sure.
Is there any opposition from anybody that they might be, they might have gotten used to the fact that you guys are gay, but then marriage is a bigger deal? Is there anybody that kind of?
Do you mean insofar as the characters in Salem, or just in the real world, or?
Characters in Salem. Like, is there anybody in the show that that we'll see on the show that maybe isn't so thrilled about this engagement?
Well, I will say that not everyone, not every character is at a certain place where he or she is able or interested in embracing it. So there is some tension.